a local sculptor and artist called Andy Scott, who actually specialised in equine pieces. And as I said, they celebrate the heritage of the Clydesdale horses, the workhorses, who were the heavy goods vehicles of their time. I'm often asked, what's the difference between a loch and a lake? Well, for a start, there's no lakes in Scotland. It's all lochs. But the difference is, a loch can be either freshwater or saltwater, but a lake can only be freshwater. And let's get the pronunciation right from the start. It's loch at all. So let's have a practice. Let's everyone, when I count of three, all say loch. 1, 2, 3. Loch. Great. Well, based on the amount of moisture on the back of Nathan's neck, it's worked extremely well. Do you recognise it? Well, I'm sorry, it's not. No. It's not the real. The bridge they use in Harry Potter is actually further up north. It's called the Glenfinnan Viaduct. But what I say to people is just take a picture of it. Your friends will not know the difference. Just, it looks the same. Now, I always like to say it is the bleakest and the most desolate area in Scotland, but today it just absolutely looks beautiful. But in the winter it is a horrible place to be able to walk or get across. And even in the summer, the weather can change up here so quickly. You have to be prepared. As you see, there's a lot of water about, and what looks like easy ground, and you're just walking across grass or moss. 1-2 foot off the path, and you're suddenly waist deep in the water. It is horrendous. And that's one of the main reasons that the British Army use this Ranach Moor for their induction training courses. They bring their young recruits up here, put them on Ranach Moor for 3 to 4 days, and they've got to stay hidden, and they've got to prepare all the food and survive for 3 or 4 days. This is a very popular area for climbers and walkers. Most photographed house in Scotland, and you can rent it. It is on Airbnb. Probably at the moment, coming into summer, probably about £1,500 a week. And just through this mist you can see in far distance, but both views are exceptional today. the other side, and it's not running at the moment, but the corner ferry just goes between the two shores. Only takes about 5 minutes.
Scotland in two. The rocks which form the Highlands of Scotland were laid down in warm tropical seas far to the south of the equator more than 500 million years ago. Around 400 million years ago, the continents of North America and Europe collided, and this created an enormous mountain chain. Those mountains are known as the Caledonians.
Now I've done this for a few years now, so I've got pretty good at it. I can explain this system in 3 simple words. Are you ready? Lock, this, empty. Job done. Any questions? There's a little bit more to it than that, obviously. But quite literally, that's what it shows you. Take all the water away, cut off all the hills and their bases, and this is what you would find.
We're approaching the 4th estuary now, and as you'll see as we approach the crossings, there's actually we've got the enviable position that we've got 3 crossings all going to the same place with 3 separate bridges. Mick's going to take us on the bridge. But the one on the right hand side is a new, what we call the Queen's Ferry crossing. It's a 3-pillar cable stayed bridge, and although it was originally supposed to be opened in 2016, it was delayed and eventually opened officially on the 4th of September 2017 by again Queen Elizabeth II, and it was opened 53 years to the day that she actually, when she opened this bridge that we're on. But the jewel in the crown is on our left hand side. It's the Forth Rail Bridge. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Scotland has 3 UNESCO sites, 2 in Edinburgh, 1 in the Old Town, 1 in Newtown, and the Forth Rail Bridge. When it was opened in 1890, it had the world's longest span until in 1919 when the Quebec Bridge in Canada was built. But the bridge still carries about 110 to 120 passenger and freight trains every day. It took 8 years to build. 6.5 million rivets were put in to hold it together. But there were 73 fatalities over those 8 years when they were building it in the 1890s. But still standing, still functioning, and a superb piece of engineering. There was always a term here in Scotland that used to, when things kept going on and on, it was like painting the Forth Rail Bridge, because literally that's all they did. They painted it from one end to the other, and when it was finished, they started again. But now actually they've coated it in modern paint, and it's I think it lasts for about 25 years. Due probably a painting job quite soon. But that's us over the Forth estuary onto the Edinburgh side now, and we'll be taken now back into Edinburgh